Hey guys, my name is Tim. I'm the master mechanic at Zeiten BMW Mobile Services, and today in this video we'll show you how to do the basic maintenance. Technically is to replace the belt, tensioner and the idler pulley on 2009 BMW 328i. The procedure is the same for all 328s since 2006 to 2013. All E90 models, E91, 92, 93, that applies to them. And let's get to it. The only thing we need to remove out of the way is this air duct right here. That's 2 Torx 20 volts on each side. And now we can disconnect it from the oil filter box and move it out of the way. This will clear us the way to the tensioner. And you're using a Torx 60 socket right there. You put it there, and I usually like to use big extension, big breaker bar. So this is it. Put it in, rotate it clockwise, move the belt out of the tensioner pulley and let it go back. Now the belt is loose, we can remove it completely. Now we're going to be removing the tensioner bolt. It's a E14 socket and a pretty short extension. All straightforward here. Usually the tensioner, the good ones, comes with the new bolt. This is it. Next thing we're gonna remove, there is a cap for this idler pulley right there. Just take it off. Sorry, I dropped it, but you don't have to. It's just impossible to see otherwise. And there is a 16mm bolt right there. The new idler pulley comes attached to this pulley, so you just move it out of the way. Completely loose. It comes with the spring type plate in the back, and the bolt is already in there. This is how the new idler pulley will look, and this is the noise it makes. How to determine if it's a bad pulley or not? So you just spin it. First of all, you hear it. Second of all, it spins continuously without stopping at all, and it's also like vibrating a little bit. That's what I can see. I'll show you right now how the new tensioner, the pulley, will spin. So here's the old tensioner, and when you spin it, it moves a little bit from side to side, like the bad bearing. I can definitely feel it. So that's why we're replacing this as well. For this job, we're going to be using INA tensioner. This is the OEM tensioner and the pulley. So that's the best one. It comes like this, locked, and with the new bolt. Now I'm going to show you how the new tensioner spins and sounds. You see, it's not moving like the old one. and doesn't make any sounds. Also, the INA tensioners come with the cap, so that you can reattach. Now we're gonna put the idler pulley back in. It's a straightforward process. This pulley sits on the alternator. And that's all. It's tight. Now we can put the cap back on. It just snaps in there. Go. Cap is in place. Now we're ready to install the tensioner right there, right here. Okay, to put the tensioner back, this part right there will go into this gap right here. So this is the gap right there. I don't know if you can see it. So this is how it goes. And now the tensioner is in place. And having the tensioner locked, coming from the factory locked, will allow us to put the belt everywhere and then take the pin out to create tension. Now we can route the belt, stretch it a little bit. The first point I start, well, you can definitely find the diagram online for the belt routing. So I'll start with the AC compressor. It's really hard to reach out there, and then it goes to the tensioner, back to the crankshaft pulley, and right there to the power steering pump and the alternator. I know it's really hard to see the pump or the pulley right there, so the best way to explain is go behind this tube and you can reach it from here. Now I can feel the belt on the pulley of AC compressor. Then it goes straight from there to the tensioner, just like that, and from the tensioner it goes to the crankshaft pulley. Of course, while installation it can definitely jump out of any of the pulleys, so as of right now it's out of the AC pulley, so I'm just gonna put it back. Put it back where it belongs. And the upper part of the belt will go directly to the alternator pulley, and from there we can route it accordingly around the alternator pulley, around the new idler pulley, making sure it sits properly on the crankshaft pulley. The belt is not back in place yet, and it's giving me a hard time a little bit, so I'll just do it the way I do it all the time. It's I'll put the E60 socket in here, unlock the tensioner and remove this pin, out of the way. Now it will allow me to move the tensioner and release it. This is how it's done. Definitely make sure that all the pulleys have the belt in their grooves and nothing sticks out. Everything's flat and perfect, specifically the AC pulley, because this one is hard to see and hard to reach. So you just reach it with your hand and just make sure the belt is all there, it's not out of place. And that's basically it. Nothing else needs to be done. Just reinstall this air duct. And put those two Torx 20 bolts right there on the sides. So this is it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Good advice to always check the condition of your belts and to see if it moves on the tensioner pulley or not, because sometimes it does. When the tensioner fails, it just kind of twists, and this is where the belt snaps. Also, make sure there is no leak from the oil filter housing gasket. That can damage the belt and the tensioner. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.